Welcome back to The Grind for a quick guide on how to defeat Sauron, and he is immune to Power Steal, Poison, as well as Regeneration Rate Modification. He also takes less damage from Bleed, and he has some crit resistance. There are a few things here with the Prowesses that make him actually a little bit challenging to fight. So when he's over 7 prowess, he becomes unblockable on his dash attacks and special attacks, as well as heavy attacks, and then that will last for a certain duration, and then after that it will go on cooldown, so you might have to slow play things if he has already triggered Unstoppable so you don't get hit by an attack or a special attack. The other major thing is that when he uses a special attack, it consumes all the prowess, so that is a way to get rid of them. Now, this first fight, I was just using Apocalypse to test things out and practice dexing his special attacks. The special one can be dexed, and I'm going to put out a video of its own on how to deal with that, but it can be important to learn how to dex it or deal with it, because there may be a time where he goes unstoppable. As you can see, that second special attack is much easier. You just create space and you don't have to worry about it. And if he does go unblockable, you just kind of can wait it out until it goes on cooldown, and then you're able to block the special attacks even if he has enough prowess to be unblockable. So here you can see it's actually paused during special attacks, so there are certain situations where you might need to dex it. There's also a node where he can crit through the block, so that's something you'll have to keep in mind. Heavy champions are really great for this, because you can see it takes 3 heavy attacks to push him over a bar of power, and so the most prowess that he could have is like 3, because his prowess comes from failed abilities, and every time you hit him, he has a chance to gain a regen. It's a small chance, and that means more likely he's going to gain a prowess effect. So if you're just doing heavy attacks, he really should never go over 7 bars of power before you bait the special one, which means that you can block the special attack if you need to. Another great thing is there is a node that you deal increased damage with your heavy attacks, so that really helps to play into that style of using heavy attack champions. You can also use champions that deal with unblockable. So Strife is my champion of choice for this showcase. He also does well with heavy attacks. You can see we're dealing some good damage. After 3 heavy attacks, he has 1 bar of power, so we can just bait that out and block it, because there's no chance that it will be unblockable. And then another thing that's great about Strife is that when you have those charges, you can end a combo with a light attack and place a concussion on the opponent, and then you'll be able to block all unblockable attacks for the duration of that concussion, which we're going to see here. So I'm going to end with a light attack now, and that's going to place a concussion on the opponent. And until that ends, I will be able to block all unblockable attacks. You can see we're unblockable immune, and it has a pretty decent duration, and it only costs 1 of your charges, which means you can then go back in. And I did mistime that, unfortunately, but now you can keep seeing we're unblockable immune. Now that it's expired, we do have to end with another light attack to put that back on. Other ways of doing it is champions that remove prowess, one of them being War Machine, and he does good because every special one, you'll remove all the prowess effects, so you can do that pretty easily. Another champion I didn't mention that deals with unblockable would be Miles Morales. He would be great for that. You don't have to worry about the unblockable attacks. And another champion that is great for removing prowess would be Nimrod. Now, another champion you can use is Howard the Duck, but he does require a synergy with one of these people. Every time you knock the opponent down, you'll steal all the prowess effects that they have. So Sauron will never get enough prowesses to go unblockable if you keep knocking him down. So you just have to keep doing parry heavy, which is into the playstyle of Howard the Duck anyways, and then you'll get some big damage off the special attacks. If you go to a special 3, you'll get some really nice damage, or you can throw special 2s, whatever you would like. Howard the Duck is a great option for that. But really, if you don't have any of these niche champions to deal with the prowess effects or the unblockable effects, what you can do is just rely on parry heavy, like you saw me do with Hulkbuster, for example, because he does really good with increased damage on the heavy attack, and he's never going to get enough prowesses to go unblockable if you just do parry heavy, because 3 heavy attacks will push him over a bar. Then you can bait that out. He'll lose all his prowess effects, and then you do the same thing again with a parry and a heavy attack. So that's really it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Good luck. Let me know what your thoughts are, who you used, and I hope to see you in the next video.